Hello everyone, welcome back. So I picked up a few things on Amazon, and the first thing is a set of 4 steel rules, and I paid $6.99 for these. They were on sale from $9.99. They had awesome reviews. They come in 6, 8, 12, and 14 inches, and these are stainless steel made by Mr. Penn. They have table conversions on the back, which is awesome. They are metric and imperial. Things I like about these, they're flexible, but not wah. This one here that I've been using is way wah. And all the letters, all the numbers and indications are painted on, and they're already wearing off, okay? These are cut into it or laser etched or whatever they did and have black paint in them, and they're not going to wear away. I also like that it starts, hopefully you can see that, not at the edge, where like on this one, it starts at the edge and you can't really, like if I want an accurate reading, I would start from 1 so I could see exactly where the line is. So I love that. Then it has, it breaks down into 32nds of an inch here, 64th of an inch here. So we have here, these are centimeters, and then this first 10 centimeters is broken down into millimeters, which I find the metric system is a lot easier sometimes when I'm measuring very small parts, because it's much easier to, for me anyway, to just do it in millimeters or centimeters versus fractions. So that's the first set of items that I got. Again, by Mr. Penn, the little mustache there. And the 4 steel rules, again, a 6, a 8, a 12, and a 14, on sale for $6.99. And then the next thing I got is this Splendor tool, Splendor Tools hammer. I was watching Dean from Orion, and he did a video on his market finds, and he pulled out a panel hammer, and I thought it was the coolest thing. It was basically a pretty decent size. Maybe the head was about, I'm going to say 6 or 7 inches long, and it had two square flat surfaces on it. So there you go, they're squat surfaces. I made a new word. So it gave me the idea of when I'm doing tinsmithing, I use a ball peen hammer. Let me show you. I use this little tiny ball peen hammer, and I did round off this face so I don't get little dents in my tin. It works. I have to be careful. So I said, wow, it would be cool to have a flat-faced hammer. So I went on Amazon, and I'm looking around and basically looking for jewelers' hammers because they have the flat face. And I couldn't find any, or too many, with flat surfaces on both sides. And then I found this one. And this is made by Splenor, Splenor. And it had terrible reviews, absolutely terrible reviews. Pretty much, it was only 9 reviews. And most of them were saying, the head flew off, the head flew off, the head flew off. One even said the handle was broken. Now, one said, oh, it's too small. Well, it says it's small. It doesn't give the exact dimensions of this head, okay? But it does tell you that this surface here is 1 inch. So, just by looking at it, I estimated, well, if that's 1 inch, it's probably around 1.5 inches this way, and I figured this would probably be 1/2 inch. That was just my guesstimate. But I'll tell you what, I was pretty much on point, okay? So the total length is 1/16 over 1/2 inch, And this head is a 32nd under a half an inch, okay? And this is a light hammer, and I didn't think I was going to like this handle, but I actually like it. This kind of just sits in your palm, and it like doesn't want to go anywhere. And if you sneak up on it, you have this right here. I don't know. I'm pretty dang happy with it. Now, in regards to the head coming off, they epoxied the head on, and they just put this little screw in there. Screws do nothing to hold hammerheads in. So what I did was I popped it out. I just put it in my vise this way. I used a piece of dowel wood, and I popped the head out after I took the screw off. And there's a little shoulder here. So I made that shoulder about 1/4 of an inch lower. I put a little split in the top. I put the head back on, and I put in a metal wedge, okay? A wedge just like this, okay? Metal wedge, but it was a small wedge, obviously, to fit this size. And I just ground it down. Here's another tip. Never grind them down totally flat to the object, the hammerhead that you're putting in. This way, when you put the wedge in and it wedges out, it grabs on the edge. So now I modified that hammer. It literally took me 5 minutes. And that head is never coming out unless I want it to. And size comparison to the ball peen that I use, I mean, it's pretty much the same size. The ball peen's a little bit longer, but like I said, I was looking for one with 2 flat surfaces. A lot of them had a ball peen on this end. I didn't want a ball peen on that end because I have a lot of different ball peen hammers. Small ones going all the way up to yo big. So let's see if it's going to do what I wanted it to do. Let me bring my little vise anvil over. I don't know why I always say vise. I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this tin. What I'm going to do is put a little fold in it. Let me, all right, I'm just going to put a little fold in it. Nothing fancy. I'm just going to fold this over. That's that one. All right, let's come back over here. All right. And now I'm going to work this with my ball peen. Hopefully that shows up. But you can see where I hit it. All right, now let's use the new hammer. Let me bend this down. Now, hopefully you can see the difference. It's flatter. There are way less marks on it. Now, could I get away with the ball peen hammer? Absolutely. Am I making really awesome stuff with the ball peen hammer? I am. Okay? But I have to go over it a lot with small blows to get out the little marks that I put in. And with this hammer here, being such a broad, flat surface, man, it's nice. And like Dean had said, he was going to probably try, he was thinking about what to do with that hammer. He said he might make a flatter. So if you don't know what a flatter is, basically it's a tool that has a broad flat surface. They put it on hot metal and then they strike it and they flatten out whatever it is. So I am pretty pleased with that little jeweler's hammer. The price was $12.99. I wasn't pleased with spending $12.99 for such a little tiny hammer, but it is a specialty hammer. You know, it's not something you're going to find when you go to a yard sale. It's kind of specialized. Then again, I don't go to a ton of yard sales, but I do watch people that go to yard sales, and I never seen one find one of those. So I think it was worth it. You know, it's all relative to what you want, what you expect. And I actually wrote a review on it, and I was saying, hey, you know, you kind of got to know what you're looking at. It's a tiny hammer. If you bought this and thinking you were getting a, you know, a pound-and-a-half hammer, well, you kind of really didn't look into it too much. So there it is, the little Splenor, or whatever the heck it's called there. SPLENOR flathead hammer. I am extremely pleased with it. I'm very happy with it. It's exactly what I need for doing this tin work. Am I going to be beating out sheet metal on a car doing body work? Absolutely not. But for what I'm using it for, this lightweight, you know, tin coated steel, it works perfect. So there you have it. I got some new rules. I got a new hammer, and I'm in business. So thanks for coming along, everyone. You know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.